Hey everyone, it's George Nat here from Intent 91. We know that a lot of you suffer from aches and pains in your lower back, and at times fear lifting heavy weights in the gym. But we're here today to tell you that it's actually going to benefit you doing that. We want you to strengthen and build resilience within your body to help protect the lower back.
The three exercises that we're going to go through today are a bird dog, an RDL and a hip thrust. Check out the next three videos to help you perform them more optimally.
The first exercise we're going to show you is a bird dog. Now this is a great exercise for building stability and tension in the core muscles. So from here, like Nat's done, we're going to take up that kneeling position on our hands and knees. We want our hands stacked below our shoulders and our knees stacked below our hips. And then from there, we're going to find a really neutral spine. So we're going to tuck our pelvis under, drive the rib cage down, and we're going to feel nice and compact through the front of our core. Then Nat's going to challenge that shape by extending the opposite arm and opposite leg away. And we're going to resist rotating at the hips or extending at the spine. So Nat's going to maintain that nice neutral position whilst challenging it with the extending of the arm and the leg. And we're really trying to maintain nice tension and stability through the core. That's number one. Exercise number two is now our Romanian deadlift on a kettlebell. So this is a hip dominant movement, which means we initiate the movement from our hips. A couple of things to think about is that we want to create a ton of tension in our upper back, okay, to protect that lower part. And then from there, we want to initiate the movement by hinging at the hips. So we start to send the hips back whilst maintaining that neutral spine, maintaining a nice stiff leg, and hopefully then we'll get that feedback down the backside of our hamstrings and our glutes, and then we snap it back up. And that is one rep. So we move through, maintaining tension in the upper back, hinging at the hips really well, and then snapping back through. And hopefully, as you can see, Nat's taking up that nice straight pathway as she moves through the movement. The third and final exercise that we're going to show you today to help strengthen and protect your lower back is a hip thrust on a bench. So Nat's taken up the starting position. Her back is placed against the bench, her feet are shoulder width apart, and then from here, she's then going to thrust the hips up, maintaining that nice, strong, stable position through the core, and then drop back down. So the ribcage stays down, we drive up through the hips, driving the feet through the floor, really recruiting our hamstrings and glute muscles. What we want to resist doing is thrusting up and letting that ribcage flare. And then what we do is we actually load our lower back opposed to hamstrings and glutes. So we want to keep the ribcage pinned down as we thrust through and really build that strength and resilience through the backside. Perfect. Boom.